G'day. The purpose of this video is to show you how to set the fleet settings in the truck. We've all been told that trucks are using more fuel than what has been allowed, or what the target fuel consumption is. So I'll just show you now how to get in there for those that don't know. Now, we've got the multi-function steering wheels. Obviously you know how to scroll through there. But for the purpose of this video, I'll just show you like to select, obviously push in and then toggle up and down. So what we'll do, press it once, it brings up your gauges, trip computer, load indicator, favorites, display, settings. We want to go to settings. You've got language, display, load indicator, LCS sound. You need to go down to trip computer. Now, this is what I do every time before I go out. Go to average fuel, reset that. Leg fuel, reset that. And what that does is it tallies up how much fuel you use between, before the next time you fuel up. Usage data reset. This resets pretty much everything. Asks for a password, which is just 4 zeros. Usage data reset. Okay. Now you got this other one which says fleet settings. So I'll go into fleet settings. It asks for a password again, which is just same thing again, 4 zeros. Okay. Now, the fleet ID, I've gone into this already, and I've set it as the what's written on the side of the truck, 26.240471. I'll just go back, press the escape button to go back. And the maximum engine speed. Now we know when we use the engine brake and put it in stage 3, we've got that button there, which then puts that into braking mode, which will bring the engine revs up to 2100 RPM. So I'm going to set that as the maximum engine speed, which is what our target, or what we should only be going up to as a maximum, and that is for braking only, not for normal driving. Okay, so the next one I'll go down to is maximum road speed, and set it just a little bit over 100, just to allow for a little bit of overspeed going over down hills and stuff, but we'll try our best to keep that at 100 or below anyway. Now the next one, you've got target fuel consumption. So go into target fuel consumption. By default it's all zeros. I've set this at, now I've asked what the target fuel consumption is, and for the fleet it's 1.5 kilometers per litre. Now go back out. Okay, start the truck. Now I've already checked the engine oil. The engine oil's fine. As I say, this is just a demonstration video only. So while the truck is running, when you go in and you're driving, at the moment, that's what comes up straight away, your fuel consumption. Now while you're driving, now I can't show you at the moment because obviously it's using a device while driving, and that we're not allowed to do that. On the screen here it'll come up, it'll have a something similar to that. Let's say for instance that's what comes up. It'll have your active fuel consumption in the line up the top there. Below it'll have target. Now it'll have a little T, which is I've got it set at 1.5, and then your average fuel consumption is a line above the top. So yeah, that's what we want to try and achieve, to keep the fuel consumption down. So while you're sitting idling, that's what it's using at the moment. And then you scroll through. I've reset every time I go out on a trip. I reset the trip meter, so then that way at the end of the day you don't have to worry about working out how many kilometres you've done. It's already there for you. You'd let the truck do it. So I've got use trip 1, so I reset that every day, and then obviously up the top here it'll say your average speed and your average fuel usage, and then trip 2 I leave that for the entire trip. So it'll then tell me what my overall fuel usage is and my overall speed for the entire journey. Then you've got your distance to empty, how many litres you've got, and then leg fuel consumed. Now when you reset that, well, when you fuel up, I always reset this anyway, and then you can check it against what it says on the bowser, how many litres you come in. It won't be exact, give or take, you know, a little bit, but it'll be pretty much almost spot on. So anyway, that's the demonstration video. Yeah, all it is really, you know, if you want to know how things work with the truck, it's just a case of going through, you know, each of the menus. You're not going to damage the truck or anything. It's just a way of working out how things work with the truck, you know, and then you set it to how you want it when you're driving. Okay, so I hope that helps, and yeah, happy driving, keep safe.